This is the Radon 1 and it's part of the F10 series by VANGO. The first F10 that I bought was the VANGO Helium UL1, which still is my favourite tent to date. F10 series was created to be durable, ultra lightweight, be able to withstand really strong winds. Like the F10 stands for Force 10. The Helium has always been my go-to if I'm going out into really bad weather. I also have the VANGO Xeon UL2, which is my main go-to for winter tents. But what they did design in the F10 series is internally they have a TBS system, which is a tension band system where you have guy lines on the inside that keep the poles structurally sound to the actual bottom structure of the tent as well. I have reviews of the other F10s there and you'll see what I mean in that. So I'm not sure what is going to be able to knock off the Helium of being my favourite tent. But the Helium weighs 1.2 kilograms, this weighs 1.2 kilograms. And this has a few features that the Helium doesn't. So I'm really interested to see what it is like. This is my first time pitching it. Let's get after it. Let's see what is in the bag. So the F10 series, designed and tested in Scotland. So I love the dark forest green of it. And once again, my favourite bags, which is the side axis bags by VANGO. Okay, so this is the instructions. Okay, let's take it out. You have your repair kit, which I bring all the time. You have your repair pole, and then you just have the different materials that you need if you get a tear out on the thing. Plus that part is sticky. So, yeah. Weighs nothing, so it's always will get you out of a pinch if you're ever stuck. So put that aside, and then you just have your instructions about the F10 series, dimensions, all that. Okay, that's the bag. Put that to the side. Oh, I love the colour. Love the colour. Dark green. My Helium 1 is a very bright green. See, I really like the VANGO pegs. So, oh, nice. These are different to the Heliums. Oh yeah, nice and light. They are different to the Helium ones. The Helium ones are just like I will say, just like a brushed steel, but they're aluminium. But I have to say, the Helium ones are I can see them being more finger friendly. I know you have this where you can pull it out of the ground, but the VANGO ones go off this way where you can get your finger underneath and pull them out. So I really like that, but they're cool. Okay, you have enough of them, put them to the side. And these are your aluminium. Oh, it has the cross beam. Lovely. There are your aluminium poles. Okay, let's put it up and see what it's like. Let's do the poles first. So they seem to be all attached together, and they have, I presume that's the structure that goes across. I've seen that in a lot of tents now. Oh, cool. Like it. And this is already attached. Let's see how fast this is. Oh, that's different. The Y shape on that side, you have a center cross beam, but you only have one on this side. That's interesting. I haven't seen that before. Okay, let's lay it out and see. Okay. You have these attach points, see? So I'm presuming that the pole goes into there. And if I'm not mistaken, then you should have two that side, you should only have one on the other if that's the case. And yes, just one on the other side. So it's really interesting. I haven't seen that before. That goes in there. Move all this out of the way. Okay, what I have noticed as well, look, you have blue corresponding to blue. And it's the same as here, blue corresponding to blue. And would this be silver? Or just is the only place left yeah, it's just the only place left, so there's no choice. So these usually go that way. So let's just see. That is so unique. I love it. So these just hook up. Ooh, I'm already seeing colours that correspond. Okay, I'll have a look at that in a second and I'll show you. So this all clip up over. So it's freestanding at the moment. And this is a red mark here and a red mark here. Okay, so 4 pegs. 1, 2. It's actually 5 because you can do one on the pole here at the end. 3, 4. Let's get another one. 5. Okay, so you have the clip system that goes all the way around. But I also did notice on these there's like a hook here. So I'm presuming that something goes onto that. I don't know what it is yet, but we'll see. There. Very nice. This is I don't know why they're red, because they should be red then if that's the case. But anyway. Yeah, they go across. And you just have your normal peg out point. And yeah, you have the latch point there as well. It's a bit odd. We'll see in a minute. Yeah, they just lock on. So as you can see, it's narrow there. And it's definitely wider up here. So I presume that this is where your head goes. So plenty of mesh. And a nice layer of 4-season material down here to stop the wind getting at you. So nice, and same as well here. Your head is going to be here, so any wind that comes you won't be getting it, but there's a lot of nice air venting at the top. I really like that. That's one important thing about a 3-season and a 4-season tent. I know there's a lot of mesh in this, but it's where your head is at and where the wind is hitting. So yeah, let's get the fly sheet on. I absolutely love the colour. I'm just after spotting where the red is on the red mark here. Corresponds with the inside of the fly sheet, which is red as well. So that just clips on there. Let's see what we can do here. Now, is there any points? Okay, so you have Velcro on the inside here. And is the Velcro all the way up? No, there's no Velcro in there. There is one Velcro here. So I want to show you this here. Remember I mentioned about the hook? There's the hook. And there's the hook. So this goes down and hooks into that. That's pretty cool. I presume the other side is the same. And that's really quick in actually getting it into position. You just clip it. And it's the same here. I really like that. It makes it so quick. Just hook it onto it. That is brilliant. Really is brilliant. What's this? Oh look, we have a pole. It feels like an aluminium small tube on the inside that you can keep the vent open. Look, we'll go through all that in a minute, but let's secure down the rest of this anyway. I'll probably be able to pull this down a bit, I will. Yeah, that's it. Make it a bit tighter. Same here. I really like that system. Really like it. It's just such an easy way of getting this full unit or the full fly sheet in position. Okay, I think I need to work on the positioning. Watch, I have the position of that off. There are Velcro on the inside here, here and here, which I haven't attached. So that's my fault, because the Velcro will keep it in place. So, and then what happens is if the Velcro is not on it, you can see by mistake, if you tighten up one side, it's going to pull it off center. But you get the idea. Look at the fecking colour of it. It definitely narrows out here. So that's where your legs will go. It has the Velcro and your Your standard zips. It has 2 peg out points, which is perfect. There's a tie out point for the door here. There's a good vent system here. Pole keeping it up. So ventilation shouldn't be a problem, but if the wind is going in, where is it coming out? Yeah, there should be a flow through it, but only time will tell. So the fly sheet on the outside, I really like the dark green colour. So this is a Pertex 15.SRN, which is a 3000mm hydrostatic head. So it just needs to be 1000mm to be waterproof. So that's 3000. So happy days. Okay, let's take a trip to the inside and see what it's like. But let me know in your comments what you think of the shape of it. I suppose it'll all depend on how big it is in the inside. But I actually have a measuring tape with me. But yeah, I really like that. Okay, let's take a venture in. And you can tie both sides back, which is cool. Let's check the vestibule. So, decent sized vestibule. Let me put a bag in there, just to see. Oh yeah. Enough space. It'll fit your bag anyway, which is good. What the hell is that? I'm just wondering, can you use this to hold the door open? We're going to have to see now, won't we? I can't see that this is not for anything but this. It doesn't go anywhere else. There's no vent up here to keep air. Is there? No, there isn't. So I'm presuming that if you want air, if you're cooking in the vestibule, that pole will keep that open for you. I'm presuming. I might find a different thing when I go in, but like I don't see another use for it. Yeah. Yeah, what do you think? Odd feature. It'll work. It's a bit odd though. Let's go in. It's only a one-way zip for the door. And there is a pocket on the inside that pushes into. Okay, let's have a look around. So you have a hook system here, just for your light or anything like that. You have one pocket in the corner here that will double up as when you have the door open, or when that's closed, you're going to have a full mesh pocket there to play around with. Some instructions. Oh, lovely. You have double pockets back here as well. So they're really handy. They're nice big pockets. Yeah, they're cool. And then no more behind me. So what's different in this one? So on every F10 series, you have a TBS system on the inside, which is these guy lines that will keep the inside structure in position and will help with the overall the wind that's hitting you. So it'll be able to keep the inside structure sound as well as the outside with the guy lines. So in all the other ones, you have the TBS system, the tension band system, where you have them here, and then you have them in both corners going down there or there. Or in the helium, because you have the pole system in the middle, you have them going down here. But this isn't the TBS system. This is the TXS system. So literally they're crisscrossing and you're able to pull them and pull them. They work the very same as guy lines. But what happens is they tie the main structure of the tent together to make it more structurally sound. That's very much the unique setup that's in all the FS or the F10 series, which I really, really like. So let's get some measurements. 210 centimeters in length. So your main sleeping area, you're talking 80 centimeters. So to where your head is going to be, you're talking 75 centimeters. It's actually higher than a lot of other tents because I'm always tipping my head off the top. So sit down, measure yourself. But for where I'm sitting to the centre, yeah, 93 centimetres. That might work for you. And you do have a bit of an area out here as well that you can actually store some stuff. So the bathtub design, this is 70D ripstop and it's 6,000mm hydrostatic head. So at the start, I mentioned that this has one added feature that the Helium doesn't, just to add some more structure. So let me show you what it is. Up here at the top of the door, you have a pocket, and this pocket actually holds your hiking pole. How cool is that? And you can add one to the other side. That's why you have this lip out so far, because you can actually put it through here. So let me show you. So there you go. That is unbelievable. To have that many points to put something to help the tent structurally, I'm a bit blown away. You have, of course, the aluminium T-bar poles with the arch in the middle, the Y shapes here. You have guy lines here, guy lines there. You have a guy line here with the added attachment of the hiking pole, the structure of it this way. And then you have the added bonus of being able to put a sleeve where you can put the handle in of your hiking pole here. And not only on top of that, you have the TXS tension system on the inside. Like, how can this not hold up to the strongest of winds? It's so cool, isn't it? I really like that, and that's something that the Helium doesn't have. And it's my first time seeing this in a non-trekking pole tent. So most trekking pole tents have, you use the trekking poles to put them up. But I've never seen a combined version of it. But how cool is that? To be able to, like, you know the wind is coming in, but why not just add the hiking poles anyway? Just to cover every angle. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, obviously, this is my first time pitching it, so I'm not going to go through pros and cons. I know what I like in tents, and there's not much I don't like here so far. I probably did a crappy job of putting it up for the first time. I can see the misalignment of some of the... There's Velcro on the inside. Look, it's stupid, I didn't use it, and I should have. Lesson learned. I'll know the next time when I come now, but I didn't want to do it perfect the first time, because look, no one does tents perfect the first time. So, but what I'm seeing so far, I'm really liking. I love the amount of air ventilation on it, and the fact that you have the 4 seasons near your head. I like the Velcro that I didn't use, but you can see the misalignment there, but that's my fault. It's like anything. I remember when I put the Helium up for the first time, it was shocking how bad I put it up. I love this, the fact that they made this longer. I love the hook system here. First you have color coded, blue and blue. Then you have the blue on the actual pole itself, which corresponds on this side. But then you have this hook system that goes onto the bottom. We'll call it a sleigh. But you have the hole here, but you have the hook system. But it's so easy to get this in place. You have a good vent system here. So there you have it. I want to thank VANGO for sending me on this tent. They sent me this tent among other tents with no terms and conditions. It's all my opinion, and that's the only way that I will take products off people. But VANGO have been very, very good to deal with. They're not afraid of criticism, so they just put it all out there. Here's the tent, see what you can do with it. So I'm looking forward to bringing this through its paces. So that's the beautiful, we'll say, the VANGO Radon UL1 from the F10 series of VANGO. Stay tuned. Well, let's get it out on the trail, and then after a while, after a good few heavy camps during winter, I'll come back, do a review of it, and yeah, I'll put it up against 1 or 2 other tents. But thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for some adventures in this. And yeah, hit that subscribe button and all that jazz, and stay safe out there, and we'll talk to you in the next one.